What is going on, everyone? I am Josh with 625 Media. It's Vlog Sunday. Yay! This is From the Attic. All right, that quick transition, like there was going to be some epic, like explosions and no, that's not. I don't have that kind of team. I am the team. But welcome. It's Vlog Sunday. You are on From the Attic. On From the Attic, the 625 Media blog. And Sunday, it's a vlog. Yay. How many times can I say vlog? I can't believe that that's even a word in our vocabulary today. How technology changes society. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way. So why are we here? Why am I doing this? Why am I sitting in an attic, talking into a microphone, looking at you through a camera? So, back in February, I made the decision that I wanted to branch out and try to make more money. I thought, you know what? Let's try to get some additional income. Let's try to pay down this house. Let's not take 30 years to completely own my house. Let's not take half my monthly earnings and put it into bills, and then the other part of it wondering if I'm going to have enough to get through the month, which wasn't necessarily the main concern. We were doing pretty well in February. I thought, you know what? Let's try to do something more. I had the creative itch, and I decided to pursue it. Okay, great. So I went out. Well, I say I went out. I'm skipping a whole part of the story. So what did you decide to do? Well, here's what I decided to do. I thought about the skill sets that I have. I've done web design, I've done graphic design, I've done video production, videography, all of these different things. And, the web design thing, okay, yeah, but it's been so long since I've done any web design that I'm quite rusty. I could probably pick it up again, but I didn't have the time to just pick it up and start learning it again. Videography, I've got access to a camera that I could use, but I didn't quite have all of the things that I would want. Graphic design, again, not formally trained in any of it. Most of this is self-taught. But the one thing that I didn't need to do a ton of prep, or at least I thought, was voiceover work. I had the equipment at my disposal. I had the means. I had the knowledge, the technical knowledge to be able to try to do that. So in February, I decided, you know what, Brittany, we've got that office area in the attic. It's not really being used. Can I turn that into like an office area and a voiceover area? Great. I got the okay. It wasn't even an argument. She was supporting me 100%, and that was great. So even after I said, well, with video, I didn't have everything I wanted. So I pulled out the credit card, which is a no-no. I pulled out the credit card, and I bought a new computer. I bought myself this wonderful blue Yeti mic in red. The blue Yeti mic that is red. And thought to myself, okay, let's do this. Let's get going. I bought some acoustic tiles. You can see that they're falling down. I've got to get a new solution. The humidity and the glue just didn't mix. I got myself one of these absorbing panels to go around your microphone. For some reason, the name of it actually escapes me. And then I said, okay, so let's do some research on how to actually get into the voiceover world, the voiceover community. So I read, and most of them were saying, hire an agent. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, physical actors hire agents, so why wouldn't a voiceover actor hire an agent? The thing is I don't have the extra money to just throw at somebody else to promote me. I don't. I didn't then, I don't now. So I did some research there, and then I just stopped. Okay. It wasn't because I lost interest. It wasn't because I didn't think I was good enough. My work schedule changed big time. It was fluctuating month to month, and 1 month I'm getting up at 4 a.m. The next month I'm getting up at 6 a.m. And I was just so exhausted for a good 3 months. That's how my life was. So I neglected it. Summer comes, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I've got that stuff up in the attic. I spent all that money. I need to do something to get something back out of it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to just go to waste. So instead of just going right back to voiceover, I said, okay, let's rethink this whole thing. You've got a bunch of skills. I'm not expert level, but I have these skills that I can use for other people's benefits and make a little cash. So I looked into various different ways to make money online, and that got me hooked up with user testing, which $10 a test. If I can average one test a day, I'm making $300 a month. And guess what? I'm right now averaging one test a day. So we'll see how it plays out at a month's end. So that got the ball rolling. Then I started looking into some other things, like search engine evaluation. I got accepted to do it, but it hasn't been very lucrative. I also recently found out how to sell t-shirts online. It was always something I wanted to do. I thought I had some good ideas, but I didn't want to invest the money in the actual shirts and the printing press and all of that. So I did some research, and I found a few companies. There's a few companies out there that do it, but I got hooked up with Amazon, actually, and they allow you to upload basically shirt designs, and they do all of the work for you. They print the shirts, they ship the shirts, and you get a very small portion of those shirts. Now, granted, you'd like to make more than a few bucks off of each shirt you sell, but because I've gotten really no investment in it to begin with, that $2 is profit. And if I can sell 100 shirts, that's another $200 in a month, or another $200 once I get to that 100 shirt mark. That's going very slow, and we'll talk about that later. Then I went back to my original idea with the voiceover work, and part of that was going to be to do a vlog of sorts that I was going to call From the Attic, and I was going to talk about all of the different things that I've been doing to become a better voiceover artist, to become to market myself better. And I thought, what? Why don't we expand that? Because you're really trying to do more than just voiceover work at this point. You're doing numerous activities, and you're trying to sell all of those activities to other people so you can take their money. Hence, the blog was born. So that was another spiral into blog reading and blog writing, to where I've actually learned quite a bit. But I have to say, so far, user testing has been the most lucrative. It's been the most consistent. Voiceover work, I have not made 1 cent from voiceover work yet. And with the t-shirts, I don't know that I've sold to anyone outside of this house. My girlfriend did buy a few of them, so I did get to see the products in real time, in real life, and they're actually pretty decent quality. So I was pretty happy with that. But that's going to segue into what I want to do each week, and that is some quick hits, some quick lessons that I've learned so far this week. And these are going to be some pretty high level lessons that I've learned. How do you like that production quality? Yeah, little stinger transitions and full screen graphics and my face. Look at that. I'm so impressed with myself today. So, the quick hits, the lessons so far. All right, so the T-shirts. People like the T-shirts. People have told me, they really like the designs, but they won't buy them. So they didn't say that. I know that because I see that they're not buying them. The question I have to answer is why. So I will be analyzing that when I have the chance, but I have a feeling that part of it is convenience. The other part of it is they just get lost in the shuffle as far as what or how to buy them, because I'm really just sharing it with social media right now to say, hey, look at this T-shirt. Here's a clever little thing that I've come up with that I at least think is clever, and buy a shirt. I don't know that that's going to be enough, but we'll tweak that. With the blog, I've been doing a lot of blog research, and if I'm going to put the money and effort into the blog, I might as well get something out of it as well, right? So I started reading about that, and here's the major revelation. Bloggers all have the perfect plan to cash in. They all get 9,000 some hits to your blog in 1 month. Yeah, and then they proceed to tell you that, I have 12 other blogs, so I've done this 12 other times. I've perfected the craft. I have one blog. So how do I do it with one blog? So how to get return out of this investment? And these are the four things that come up most often. All right. So affiliate marketing, I have started to do that. I actually became an Amazon affiliate. So anytime someone clicks an Amazon banner from my blog or buys an item after clicking to Amazon from my blog, if it's a quote qualifying purchase, I make royalties. So that's, yes, is very traffic dependent, but that could be good. I am also hooked up with another site called ShareASale. They administer like thousands of affiliate marketing programs for websites and blogs. I did get hooked up with a company called Movo. They deal with video and photo, which seems a little bit appropriate, right? I wish it was B&H, but hey, they probably sell the same gear, and honestly, it's probably a little cheaper than B&H. Nothing wrong with B&H. I've bought from B&H before. Good, happy with the results. Little expensive. Anyway, email lists. They say building an email list so you can offer freebies to entice people to be more interactive and to sell them exclusive content or courses is a good way to make money from your blog. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I've started to, I guess, ask for email addresses, but I'm not sure that that's going to be something for me, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Pinterest, and now not necessarily for selling things, but for driving your traffic. I get it. Every blog post that I read, I found on Pinterest, and I've probably read 24 about this type of topic, and I found them all through Pinterest. So yeah, I'm hitting Pinterest heavy with this, but the issue I'm seeing is that these people who are driving this much traffic through Pinterest are pinning and repinning and repinning and repinning and repinning and repinning almost every day. So that's going to be time consuming. There are some automated tools out there that you can pay for. I'm not ready to do that yet, so I will do it the old-fashioned way for now and see where it goes. And then creating courses or ebooks or exclusive content that you can sell to your readers or your subscribers. That makes sense. I don't know that I have the extra time to do that now, nor do I know if I'm going to have the extra time ever. But that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Hey, people are reading your blog because they want to know more about the topic you're reading about or your niche. Why not give them, some behind the curtains look at what's going on? Okay, so the one thing about all of those is that these are by people who quit their day jobs and do nothing but blog. So they have that extra 40, 50 hours a week to actually dedicate to these things. I don't have that. I've probably got during the week maybe an extra 2 hours a day, and then on the weekend, maybe an extra 4 hours, and that depends on how busy I am on the weekend. And then finally, with everything that's going on and everything that I'm trying to do and everything that I'm trying to pursue, staying focused on everything is impossible. Oh my God, it's impossible. Impossible. Just saying it. I recently read an article, and it's been within the last year or so, about multitasking. Because, we all like to think that we're good multitaskers, and, we want to be better multitaskers. But I really like this article because it said multitasking is a myth. It's an absolute myth. And I agree, because if you're focusing on more than one thing at once, how are you giving your best effort to one thing or either thing? You're giving part of an effort to both things or to all 3, 4, 5 things that you're doing. You're not putting your best effort into the one thing. So that's going to be kind of my challenge, because I'm going to have to multitask in order to accomplish what I want to accomplish, and that is master the hustle. That's what I want to do. I want to master the hustle. I may not master it, but I want to succeed at least. So multitasking is going to be an issue, both doing it and not doing it. So we'll see where that goes. So speaking of multitasking, I recently wrote a post about creating a content schedule, which sets up Vlog Sundays and also written content on Thursdays for the blog. But it goes a little bit farther than that. If I'm going to do this consistently, and I'm going to do all the different things that I'm going to do consistently, I've got to budget my time. I've got to manage my time effectively. Over the last 2 or 3 years at work, that's been a big area of learning for me, because I've never been great at it. Never. I've become much better with it. We use Outlook and for our email and for our calendars. And it really helps to have that visual calendar where, okay, from this time to this time, I got this and all that. It really helps. But I was also reading some other bloggers, how they manage their time. And some people are also using Google Calendar. I've never used Google Calendar. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And I downloaded it on my phone, and it's a very, very beautiful app. I put it on my tablet. It's a very beautiful app. But I get here, and I apologize in advance for what you're about to see here. Yeah, that tunnel of video. But this is Google Calendar here in Chrome. And you can see I've already put some reminders up just to kind of try to set a schedule to both make sure that I'm accomplishing what I need to accomplish, but also so that I'm not just wasting a bunch of time and effort into things that may not be all that productive. So I already missed my deadline for post a vlog video, because you can see it's 12:41 p.m. But my weekends I've left as open as possible. These are really just more reminders, and you can see I've set them all as reminders because I'm still learning how to use it and use it to its fullest. But I've started to budget out my time, and as you can see during the week, it's all evening time, because before that, I'm going to be at work. I still have my 9-to-5 job. So all of this time, done. It's taken. So I've got an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours each evening that I'm budgeting out to accomplish the tasks that I need to accomplish in order to be successful. Now, as you notice, a lot of the weekday stuff is either t-shirt design or blog. And then, of course, user testing I'm doing every night because I want to spend 30 to 60 minutes on that because it is the consistent income source right now for the entire hustle. But then on Saturdays, I've got prepping for vlog and voiceover, because that is a wide open day unless we make plans, and it's something that I don't have to do every Saturday. But if I want to, I can. Now, I'm not, and I think it's because I'm more familiar with Outlook than it is Google Calendar. And let me switch back over here. I think it's because I'm just more familiar with Outlook. But I'm not so sure that I like Google Calendar yet. So I'll be working with that more. I want your advice though on the calendar thing. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer Outlook? Do you prefer Google Calendar? Is there another calendar that you'd rather use? It's like I have a lot of Apple devices. I'm using a PC here, but my phone and my tablet are Apple devices. Do you like to use the calendar that comes with iOS? Do you use an Android calendar? Which ones work best for you and why? I would love to know what other options are out there. Just maybe there's a better one than the two that I'm comfortable with. So enough about that. That is a work in progress, but I wanted to show you that I'm actually planning things. I'm actually trying to budget my time effectively. But I've also left some time in there to be flexible. Speaking of iPad, I've got my show notes here on my iPad over in the corner. So let's talk about voiceover a little bit, because it's one thing that I haven't had any success doing. And it was the whole reason why I started this. So I have a gig on Fiverr. I got one response, and it was some guy saying, "Hey, I got a great opportunity for you. We can Skype, and it'll be great." And I was like, "No, if you have a proposal for me, there's a avenue. It's called a custom proposal, and you can submit it that way." I did it professionally. I didn't say, "Hey, no, dude, middle finger, go away." I basically told him, you can buy my services through my gig, or you can submit. I think somebody got married. Can you hear the horns? You can probably hear the horns. I've got some soundproofing to do. You can buy my services through the gig on Fiverr, or you can submit a custom proposal. But I'm not going to Skype with you, dude. And I'm hearing other stories like that, and it's not just voiceover. It's just all kinds of different gigs, scams, phishing attempts, things like that. So I don't know that Fiverr is really the best place. I'm gonna keep trying it though. I don't want to just give up on it. There's another thing that I didn't know existed, but recently learned about. There are actually voiceover communities, and it's really more voiceover marketplaces, where someone like myself, I can put a profile together, put some demo material on there, and people who are looking for voiceover services can go and look at different demos and different types and styles of voices and contact you that way. So I'm going to get signed up with a site. I actually have the account started. I just haven't done anything with it. It's called Covoco or Covoco. Yeah, that's the only way I can think to say it. There are some other ones that you can pay for, but I'm going free. I'm going free right now because I don't have the extra money to pay you. We talked about that. I'm not going to pay for an agent. So I'm probably gonna walk you through that a little bit in a later vlog. But we'll see how that goes. And I do still want to pursue that. I think that is going to be a good venture for me. It's going to be a good learning experience for me, and hopefully a good learning experience for you. So I want to leave you with some thoughts, some ideas that I have moving forward. So additional ideas. I want to do more video content. The last couple days doing this, getting ready for it, and actually doing it today, I've had a lot of fun. I miss this. I really do. And it's one of those outlets that I've always wanted to pursue, but never really had my own platform to do it. I had other people's platforms, and when I did have my own platform, I wasn't knowledgeable enough to be able to put this together. So here I am. I want to do more of this. Please give me your thoughts, your ideas, your comments, your criticisms. I want it all, because I wanted to make it the best that I possibly can. I also want to add in some sessions where I do some live work, maybe some live streaming while I'm designing a t-shirt or I'm practicing some voiceover work. I want to do some tutorials because there's some things that I might be able to teach you, some tips, tricks that I've picked up that might help you. Next Sunday actually could be the first attempt at this. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how the week goes and what kind of things I have going on. I also want to try to do some interviews down the road. I think that, yes, this is a vlog, but I really I'm really starting to think that this is more of a podcast feel. You tell me what you think, but I think some interviews with some people who are also trying to pursue the side hustles. They've got their various cash cows around there. Now, talking to them, getting their experiences, I think, is helpful to me because I'm trying to master the side hustle. I'm trying to hustle, but maybe so are you, and maybe you can learn from those as well. All right, so that's going to do it for Vlog Sunday. I've had a wonderful time. I always have a wonderful time when I get to just talk because it's all about me. No, I'm kidding. I just really enjoy doing this kind of creative thing and all of the creative work that goes into it. And it's my thing, man. It's my thing. So if you want to know more about this and other content that's coming out, please follow me on Twitter at the Joshy B. You can also follow 625 Media at 625 Media on Twitter, at 625 on Facebook. 625 Media is also on Pinterest and, of course, on YouTube. So, I'm Josh. This has been Vlog Sunday. I didn't really think of the outro out all that much. Don't forget, support from the attic. 625 Media. And buy t-shirts. Just buy t-shirts. I'm out. See ya.